Hey everybody, kind of chilly today here in Kansas, but got this Ford F100 1973 truck sitting behind me. Gonna do some lettering on the doors. I've got one side done. Figured I'd let you see how I do it. So to get the stencil put in the right place, I need to find out the distance from here to here and from here to here. Take those measurements, divide them in half, and find out where the center of the door is. So I'll put a little piece of tape in about the center right there of the door, measure halfway, make a mark, do that on the top, I'll do that on the bottom. I'll then do it, that's up and down, I'll then do it for left to right, and then I'll have kind of a bullseye looking target showing me right where the exact. Next, I'm going to go ahead and get some alcohol, wipe this door down, make sure it's really clean. All alcohol. I just want to wipe this down really good. What I want to do here is I basically want to find what the midway point from here to here is and what the midway point from here to here is. So I'll draw a line here at the top of home, and I'll also draw a line down there on the bottom at the very bottom of Lawrence. So that'll map out the very top of my words and the very bottom of my words. Now that I've got the top and bottom measured out, I'm going to measure halfway between them and make a mark all the way across. That gives me my exact center line between the top and the bottom. Now I have to do the same thing for left to right. So we figured out our halfway point from the bottom to the top. Now we need to figure out our halfway point from the left to the right. So I'm going to make a line on the outside of the X. I'm going to make another line on the outside of the H to the left. I'm going to then measure between those two lines, make a point right in the middle. Now I have a perfect center line from left to right, and I can use that line to line up with the center line we made on the door, and I'll know that my words are exactly in the center of the door. So we're back here at the door. I'm going to start using the lines that we've made on the stencil to line up with the lines we made on the door. So what I've done here is I've taken the center mark we made on our stencil, lined it up with the center mark we made on the door, and put a piece of tape on it to hold it. Now I'm going to grab my level, tape it real quick, and once I get it on good and level, everything lined up, we'll go ahead and pull the backing off and get the stencil put on the door. Here's another really important step. So I'm going to go around here and I'm going to rub every single edge of every letter with my finger and make sure that the vinyl's pushed down really well. Make sure that when we paint it, nothing's going to be able to creep underneath the vinyl and blur the edges of our letters. And now after everything's rubbed down really well, I'm going to go ahead and pull the transfer tape off, and that will leave the vinyl stencil left on the door. You'll see the letters pop up in white, and we'll go ahead and get it painted. Now I'm gonna lightly go back over it one more time with my finger and push down all the edges just to make sure that nothing lifted as I was pulling that transfer tape off. I'm going to be using PPG Sign Painter's One Shot for both colors on this door. And here we go, we're going to apply the paint here. I put some reducer in it just to help it flow out a little bit better, but we're going to do the home in blue, and we'll get out the red and do fix in red in just a minute.
Every single stoplight is turning green. Everything is right if you know what I mean. You're stuck in black and white, but I got what you need. The ride of your life, so give me the keys. You got the pen and I got the paper. We got places to be. I need the practice, you are the canvas. Follow the leader. Tonight is finders keepers. I'll show you how to color outside the lines. I'll teach you. Tonight I'll be Da Vinci. You'll be my Mona Lisa. That ish gray, you know it. Let's paint the town Crayola.
Once it's all painted, I'll give it just a little bit and I'll start pulling off the vinyl.